Hey everybody, we're back with another Roguelands video, but instead of just explaining what's going on with the mod, we're just going to be doing a run with Maya. I've spent a bit of time with the mod already, and while I have yet to beat it, I've been having a blast just wanting to make more content covering the mod and the Borderlands series as a whole. And then just a bucket of iridium, let's get it. I tend to prioritize getting Cloud Kill first in my runs since it's a very strong skill, especially against armor, but in turn, that makes my early runs incredibly hard since I'm skipping out on skills that increase my damage. So unless I luck out and pull a strong weapon, rounds 1 to 3 are usually either slow going or brutal. Oh my god, a tubby skag to start us off? Okay. A little bit of a chonker, he's got some HP on him. Finding a tubby this early on can be pretty big for us. It's a guaranteed legendary, but we are not doing much damage to it at all. It might just be better to look around for more loot before wasting a bunch of time trying to take him down the slow way. Hey Tubster, I might go leave and look for like a fire weapon to deal with you real quick before you end up actually killing me. Or maybe I won't find anything for you.
Calm down.
Maybe I just shoot you with a rocket a bunch of times. Yeah. That'll get the job done. Cool.
That was fun.
What'd you got? Ooh. A binder class mod. Unlucky.
Another challenge completed.
It could have been so many other things. I was happy to get a class mod this early on, but I'm really looking for the legendary Siren class mod for increased action skill cooldown and gun damage. Alright, let's slot these points and get out of here.
That wasn't so difficult. Time for some training.
Round 2 is upon us. Again, I'm going to be struggling until I unlock Cloud Kill, so this stage and the next are still going to be a bit of a challenge for me. Excuse me, friendos, but I've got a rocket launcher with your name on it. Near the end of the round, we ended up finding another secret. Now, is there a prismatic plate or somewhere around here? It's pretty claustrophobic. Yeah, there is. Prismatic plate, baby.
Wow.
Wow. For those unaware, there's always a secret that can net you extra loot in these rooms. These can consist of finding a hidden vault symbol, finding certain objects and shooting them, or by stepping on prismatic plates like we did here. This can net you some pretty strong loot, especially later in the run when they get vastly upgraded. We were cruising through stage 3, Cloud Kill was on the horizon. What if instead of like talking to chat, I just sat in silence? That would be so good. That would be content. Woo! Now that we had Cloud Kill, we were able to tear through most things. Now our goal was to push all the way down the Cataclysm tree so we could get Ruin and apply Slag along with the slew of other elemental effects with our action skill. How crazy would it be if we could control how many fingers are popping out of our hands at the same time, though? Like, can you imagine? You go to give someone, like, a high five, and then you just, like, suck all your fingers back into your hand, and they just kind of get, like, a handful of, like, lump. That would be really weird. Then people could, like, also use it as, like, a secret weapon. Like, they're born with 6 fingers, but they have one sucked in all the time, so everyone thinks that they just got, like, a normal hand with 5 fingers. And then it's, like, maybe they can use it like some kind of concealed weapon or something to get the edge on people. Like, you're a spy, and then you take out your 6th finger. You don't know why, but this concept really bothers you. What? Being able to, like, contract your fingers into your hand? Retract your fingers back into your hand? High palm. Yeah, just high stump. Oh, man. That would be so cool. I'm fascinated of the idea of people having, like, hidden body parts. That would be so cool. Can you imagine? Somebody just literally has like an eye that they're covering up with like a forehead flap, and they can move the flap at will. So it's like they get like blindfolded or something, and then they can just pop open their third eye and be like, ah, not today. You know what I mean? How cool would that be? That'd be useful. That'd be very useful. Or like having a whole nother arm, but like inside their stomach. Stage 5 is also a big deal because I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think you always get a legendary after a standard boss fight.
Is this a normal thing, Emily? That's fascinating if true.
Unfortunately, I was distracted by riveting conversation, so I did not search the area for my extra loot, containing possibly a legendary item.
I did not start this. You're the one who started this. I was talking about, like, spycraft. Like, you could totally use hidden body parts to, like, benefit a career as a spy. I think that would be so good. Having a sixth finger that's, like, concealed within your hand and then just kind of pops out like a switchblade. Like, that would be so cool. What is this conversation even? I don't know, ask Emily, she started it.
We were slowly approaching our first raid boss fight, completing Cycle 1, and I've noticed that my Slag SMG is putting in much heavier work than all my other weapons, so we were just using it as our primary killing tool.
I guess she just had a burning desire to talk about this.
Another down.
Fellow loaders, or my loader friends, welcome to Cloud Kill. Oh. Cloud Kill, finish him!
And
Thank you.
now you will fall. This will hurt.
Wait a minute, is that a loot surveyor? Hold on, hold on. Come back, please. No, it's just reinforced. Dang it, my hopes. They were so high. Alright, I gotta hit some. I'm gonna hit some chests up real quick.
We had also gotten Ruin before this round, so now we can apply Slag with our action skill, which makes it incredibly strong.
What do you mean? That is way better. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine having like a third leg that you have full mastery over and it's just like shoved inside of like your stomach? And then you can make it pop out and you like just you get extra move speed IRL. Like how cool would that be? That would be disgusting. Okay, well I'm not a fan of mutilation in my horror films. I'm not saying that, because then what would the whole point of it being hidden even mean? Like, no, you gotta, it's like the element of surprise. Be like, ho ho ho, you've got the upper hand, but ching, there's my third foot. What now, punk? You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta catch them off guard with it, or else there's no point.
For the rest of our skills after Ruin, we kind of focus on investing in small damage increases and a lot of survivability. We ended up beating Bonehead on the next stage, and then we found 3 secret skull locations.
Whoa.
Well, that's where one skull is. Oh, there's a second skull. Where's this third one? If I find this third one, I can get some extra loot. Oh, there it is. Now we know where all 3 are. Slag Singularity. Do I have a good grenade on right now, or am I just kind of running whatever? Let's see. Oh, I can totally take one of these nades. Sure, I'll take a Slag Singularity. Why not? Why not? Let's get it.
We had a quick showdown with the Water Gobbler, and then we steeled our nerves in preparation of the upcoming raid boss fight.
Take that, you waddling little gobbler. Teapot, you can take rocket launcher spot. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. There's a reason why we mostly add extra arms to people instead of extra legs. Yeah, because we're largely unimaginative.
PSA, don't take your items too fast from the Iridium chest. This is a vanilla bug and it is unfixable. It will just break if you take it too fast.
You can reset now. I would like to hit the chest again. There wants to be something from the forest, I swear. I gotta play that game still. It looked really good. I still gotta play that.
Our raid boss was the son of Haderaxe, and he is beefy.
Haderaxe, you have so much HP. Better. Oh, I forgot to turn the wheel.
That being said, he is still kind of one of the easier raid bosses in this game.
Haderaxe, let's just get this over with, alright? Don't drag it out. No need for you to drag it out, sir.
Keep in mind though, all of the raid boss fights that you will encounter during this mod have been rebalanced for solo play, so do not be intimidated by them. Yes, you still might need to learn some of their mechanics like Pyropeat, washing off the chemicals so you're not taking damage over time, which I was unaware of at a very unfortunate point in time during this mod, but they are all completely manageable solo as long as you know what you're doing. And even then, most of it just boils down to you shooting them more than they hit you. Another reason Son of Haderaxe takes so long in Borderlands 2 is because after dealing a certain amount of damage to him, he will become invincible, burrow underground, and then summon enemies for you to fight before he reappears and lets you damage him again.
Honestly, if we're talking about things that are cool, I wish we could have like a separate chamber inside of our body, and its whole purpose is for like storing energy. You know what I mean? Like, it would be cool if, like, when we start to get tired, we could just kind of, like, flip the switch, and then we tap into those energy reserves, and then our other, like, one is kind of just, like, it falls asleep and gathers up energy. That way, whenever you get tired, you can just be like, no, I'm not tired anymore. And, like, your body wouldn't suffer from it because it's, like, tapping into its natural stuff. It's not, like, tricking itself into thinking it's not tired like caffeine does. But imagine if you didn't, like, have that desire to get tired. And you just never had to go to sleep. Like, how awesome would that be?
Please stop.
Oh, there's my legendary. Let's go.
After killing a raid boss, you're almost always going to be getting a legendary weapon or something that's legendary to drop from them, and on top of that, you will also be able to get Seraph weapons and items from your after mission rewards.
I'm willing to try that out. I'm willing to try out the infection. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
So in vanilla Borderlands 2, usually pearlescence and Seraph weapons are not as good as legendary weapons. But in this mod, they did a bunch of rebalancing to certain weapons so that they get more usability, because it makes more sense for pearlescence and Seraphs to be as functional, if not more functional, than legendaries. So feel free to experiment with weapons that you may not normally use. Now we were on our second cycle. So for those unaware, once you defeat your first raid boss, you will start a new cycle, of which there are 3. Each cycle will be increasingly difficult, but also increasingly rewarding. The loot you find will be much better. You'll get better rewards from side objectives and secrets too. Don't just disregard blue loot either. As your run continues, a lot of, I'd probably even say the majority of the blue loot you find laying around will be uniques, like the Pimpernel, Grog Nozzle, Lady Fist, etc.
I like that show.
As we cruise through our second cycle, I ended up finding yet another secret that I was previously unaware of. I love finding these things.
Wow.
Oh, look at you, you little sneaky prismatic plate. I wonder if that's death down there, because that would be kind of not good.
Now, admittedly, I'm a bit rusty with my knowledge of non-legendary loot in Borderlands 2, which is why I was surprised to see our Slag SMG still putting in work and carrying us to this point.
Oh my goodness. I love this Slag SMG. It's putting in work. I was like, what is this? I need to keep it in mind. Submalevolent Grace. Well, it's popping off. Doing a good job.
There are also fun buffs that can drop called candies that are named after the devs of this mod. I don't know what all of them do yet, but Pyrex's candy is wild.
I need to shoot, and I have succeeded in shooting one of them. Oh,
Gotcha.
candy! It says ammo regen for a short time, and then my fire rate is through the roof. This is more than ammo regen. I'm not complaining. These candies are so fun, man. I like these. They're great. There we go. Get him out of here. The creamer, huh? Okay.
We were about halfway through our second cycle, and the upcoming boss fights could net us some really good loot if we played our cards right.
Let's get it. We just keep our distance, we'll be fine. We got this. See, I can just shoot. It'll be good. Be fine. Any candies? Give me more candies. I like the candies.
Candies were certainly not necessary here. Captain Flint is not exactly a beacon of tankiness, but still, I am shocked this SMG is doing so well. Honestly, I'm getting kind of scared that I haven't found anything better than it, because I don't think it's going to go well for me when it's raid boss time.
What'd you drop for me, Flint? What is that? A striker? I don't really remember what the striker does.
Nice.
The
That is
blockhead.
lovely.
That's the Minecraft one, right? Ooh, grog nozzle, grog nozzle. Okay, we have a chance of just being a bigger gamer than we already were. Okay, let's go.
This is what I mean by not disregarding blue loot.
Hold
The
on.
blockhead is an incredibly strong shotgun, and the grog nozzle is basically our win condition. While we hold the grog nozzle in our hands, we heal whenever we deal damage, even if it's
gotta
not
take that back.
directly
Gives me
from
a
the
tooth
grog nozzle. Meaning that if I phase lock something while it's in my hands, I basically get full healed.
Ah, it's the blockhead. The Minecraft gun.
It was a huge relief to have something other than my Slag SMG put in work. Even if it's fire damage, it is still
Blockhead.
putting work, even against these Hyperion bots.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's where the vault symbol is. Okay. I'm just excited. Oh,
Shut up.
loot. Oh, loot. Die. What will you give me?
Every time an enemy spawns in this mod, it rolls a chance to be a loot enemy. So you can get free legendaries back to back to back if you get very lucky. It's a very cool system they have here, and it's a separate system than the Tubby and Loot Midget
Grab that
system.
iridium real quick. Oh, hold on. Banjo. Big Banjo.
We were rapidly approaching our second raid boss fight, and I was feeling good. Just had to fight through this mini boss, a regular boss, and then it was showtime.
Hey, get out of here. Oh my, you get blockheaded. I like how they all hop on him. I love Borderlands so much. Alright, so we have a lot of iridium saved up. Oh, great, 2 gunnerangs. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh! Oh no, for a minute I thought it was a toothpick. I got so happy. I mean, we could... No, I probably shouldn't. I'm not gonna put that on. If we get a toothpick though, we already have mouthwash. This could be crazy.
That wasn't so difficult.
Come on. Come on. I'm begging you. Ooh. Unkempt Herald though?
That is.
I'll put that on. Stratifier and Pitchfork. No, I'm good. Hey, Mikey. Good to see ya. Plasma caster. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna keep this.
Terramorphous was our next raid boss, and he's the easiest because you can abuse Pride Rock to beat him. I always like getting Terry because it's free loot, but also because it's a great DPS check to see how we're doing going into our next cycle. For those unaware of what Pride Rock is, it's basically this spot right here. None of Terramorphous's attacks can hit you aside from when his tentacles throw boulders at you, but all you have to do is step down and then reposition after they land.
How about that?
How about them apples? Damage could have been better. I should shoot it with the blockhead if he's that far out. I can't tell. Is that doing more or less damage? Ah, it doesn't matter. Terry's mad. Ooh. Hi, Terry. This is good for me. Thank you. This helps. Do that again. Do that again.
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about that damage. It could always be better, of course. We could also have found a B shield, and that would have trivialized everything. But I think that damage pretty solid. The only reason it's not doing so much damage right now is because he's kind of far out and I'm using close-ish range weapons, but I'm feeling pretty good going into that third cycle.
You're done.
He's done. Let's go. Terry down. Dragons, I'm coming for you. I will not be launched off any more cliffs.
Yeah, Gravity and I have not been getting along so far in this mod. It has led to many, and I mean many, of my runs being failures.
Where's his... Did he not drop a legendary for me? I don't see one anywhere. Unlucky. Oh well. Let's see what our Seraph option is after we grab this Iridium. Punchy or Breath of the Seraphs. 42% damage bonus is pretty big, actually. Put that on, and then its special effect also seems interesting. Let's do it. Let's see here. That's what brought me here? Hey! Got to the end then. Appreciate you.
Cycle 3, baby. I have yet to beat this, so I was shaking in my boots.
Alrighty. Let's get to the dragons, shall we?
Shut up. This way.
Are you able to respec or you locked in? You can respec with F3 by default, I believe. Ooh, candy! You're dead. Give me the candy. Let's go.
So the red candy decreases your fire rate, but massively increases the pellets you fire.
That must have hurt.
Oh my god, yeah, the red candy is just absurd. It's so good. These are supposed to be worker bots. Why do they need suicide bombers? Disciplinary reasons.
You won't enjoy this.
And a single leg. Dude, what if you could have 2 legs, though? What if you could have 2 legs? Then you can just, like, on command, become quadruped. That would be so cool. You could just be, like, fast. Or the example I used with a single leg, if you're limited to only one, is like, what if you're being chased, right? You can just, like, kick things on the fly without losing your stride. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because kicks are stronger than punches, alright?
Please stop.
You get chased a lot? No, but like, there's other uses for it too. Like if you gotta bust down a door, you don't have to stop running. You can just like keep going and just kick the door down. Oh, ouch. Mr. Bone Crusher. You're gonna meet the blockhead.
Next.
What part of the body is this leg coming out of? It'd be like folded into your current legs. Or you can just like have them be like in your hip and like shoved up into your thorax. And then when it's time, they just shoot out like a little injector. Like a porcupine. But instead of quills, it's legs.
Stay still.
One thing I love about the higher difficulty cycles is that you get more boss fights. The variety in not only loot, but in encounters is great for keeping you engaged, because each of these runs takes around an hour, but it only really feels like 20 minutes when you're the one in the hot seat.
You won't enjoy this.
Meet the blockhead.
One thing I should also point out, now that it just beamed in my head because I'm looking at Doc Mercy and I think Infinity Pistol, is that bosses are not weighted for their dedicated drops. Now, I think it is possible for them to drop their dedicated drops, but in order to keep things more random and less predictable, they made it so that you can get any kind of legendaries from killing these bosses, not just their dedicated loot. And even then, I don't think you actually have a higher weighting value for the dedicated loot either. So it really is just all random.
Anything interesting over here? Like a vault sign that's hidden up at his shack? Oh! Oh, very nice. I see. Hey, Baruch. Here I come, Bloodtail. We're so close. 9 out of 13. This is crazy. I'm excited.
I've only ever been this far once before, so I was kind of excited.
Should have a big boss fight after this, and then a raid boss fight. Against the dragons. I don't really know how to beat the dragons, though. Like, I don't know what the strategy is.
Silence.
So there's a good chance we'll still lose just because I don't understand them. But here's hoping. I'm built like a tank right now, so like hopefully we can just pull through.
It was Uranus, a boss that I don't usually find all that threatening. I was thinking ahead to the fight after, though. It's always the dragons when you're on cycle 3, and I've never managed to solo the dragons before. I know they've been rebalanced, but even so, they are still very threatening to me. My mind was entirely consumed by the anticipation of a fight with them.
Probably better off just shooting my own Terramorphous in this situation, right? Oh, I'm dead.
My heart sank here, and it took all my willpower to keep myself from screaming.
Unless Cloud Kill can finish off a bot, I'm dead. I'm so dead, yeah. What a terrible way to end the run. Unlucky.
It was entirely my own fault for not respecting Uranus. I was only thinking about the fight ahead of him. The possibility of loss against him didn't even dawn upon me. I couldn't believe it. We lost it with the grog nozzle too. The perfect opportunity slipped between my fingers. We didn't falter though. We stared at the cemetery full of Mayas and jumped right back in.
Look at them all. Boss round 10 out of 13. So sad. Well, looks like I don't need to learn the strat for dragons quite yet. We can jump back in, though. I feel like if I just play Salvador, this is going to be so much easier. But I really do want to beat it on Maya.
So we started from scratch again, and I persevered through those starting 3 levels to get myself Cloud Kill. We were ready to go.
Cloud Kill. Let's get it. Proceed. Now we're gonna be doing some damage out here. Okay, so that might be me. That might be the end for my runs today. Oh my god! Oh my no, bro! Oh my god! That is insane, dude. Why? Why does that have to happen like that?
So yeah, we hung it up for the day. Better luck next time though, am I right? Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate any support you could show, and if you have something to add or want to see something in the future, let me know in the comment section below. If you ever want to hang out live, check out my Twitch in the description below as well. Oh, and also, let me know what you think would be a cool addition to the human body if we could add an extra limb or something. I hope you all have a great day. I'm Haderaxe, signing off. Peace.